So you're looking for more information on CopyPro Traders? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about what it is, how it works, and what happened within my first 30 days of actually using this. So you definitely want to stick with me all the way through this video so you don't miss anything. Now, my name is Rakeem Madison, and with that being said, let's jump right into today's content. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take a look at the website so you can have complete clarity on exactly what's going on with CopyPro Traders, and then I'm gonna share my results, and then I'm gonna share some more important details that's definitely gonna be, helpful along the way. All right, so CopyPro Traders is a crypto trade execution platform for professional and non-professional traders. So what does that actually mean? Okay, so you have people who know how to trade and you have people who don't necessarily know how to trade or are not that experienced, right? So what this is a social trading platform. So the way that it works is you have a pro trader, you have an execution software, the pro trader hooks up to the execution software, the followers of the trader also hook up to that software, and every single time that the professional trader, the person that does this full time, right? They're not like part-time, they do this full time. They're going to make a trade, and every time they make a trade, whatever they do, you're doing it automatically. And that doesn't mean that you're going to get a signal and then you're going to have to put a signal in and then you'll have a little delay. No, there's literally, as they do it, you do it as well. It's really that simple, right? So now this just kind of clarifies it a little bit more, where it says the power of social trading, which is what I just broke down to you. It's kind of like if you're on Twitter, then people can follow you on Twitter. If you're on Facebook, you can follow people on Facebook as well. If you're on YouTube, you can hit the subscribe button to follow somebody. So it's the same concept with CopyPro Traders. Now, the non-professional traders can easily and automatically make the same trades as the pro they follow. So you can actually choose which trader you actually want to go with, especially based on results. And I'll show you exactly, how all that stuff is broke down. So now let's go down here, right? We're going to skip past this because this is basically just saying the same thing that I just broke down for you. But we're going to go down to this statement because this right here is the reason that I'm actually even using CopyPro Traders. All right, so here we go. Everything you have ever wanted in a crypto trading platform while you maintain 100% of your assets. So all that means is you're not giving your money over to a company so they can control or hold or try to run off with your money and all of this sort of mess that I've seen, because I've been in the crypto space since 2016, early 2016. And I've seen some good stuff, but I've also seen a bunch of scams. Let's just be honest with it, right? I've seen some good stuff, but it's been so many scams, just a whole bunch of mess, right? People running off of people's money, holding, and all this other foolishness, okay? I've seen that. But this is the statement that stood out for me. I maintain 100% control of my assets, okay? So that means I don't give my money to anybody. It's on my exchange, and I have control of what you actually do, right? And we're gonna get even deeper into it. All right, so this just basically goes over the process, finding your referrer, creating your account, and so on and so on. But we're not going to spend a lot of time right there, right? Because I feel like the most important thing is what I'm about to show you right now. So I know it may seem like I'm stressing over the point that I'm stressing the point about not giving over your funds, but we're going to talk about that again, okay? So you have full control of your investment at all times, okay? So it's going to be on your exchange, all right? So while it's on your exchange, what's going to happen is they're going to be implementing trades. They're going to be doing what they're doing. And as they're doing what they're doing, it's going to be replicating that same behavior inside of your account. So keep in mind, these are full-time people. They trade full-time. So they're not trying to lose money. Now, keep in mind, we know that, nobody wins 100% of trades. So if they win, you win. If they lose, then you might take an L. Right? Just keep that in mind and know that that's a real thing. Okay? So that's the first thing. Now the next thing is this breaks down pretty much how it works. So execution software connects directly to your wallet via API, and then you're going to set rules. They're going to show you the ones that they need that they need for everything to work. But what I noticed was when I was doing my setup, there's also rules to where you can actually allow them to withdraw. But if you don't check the box, then guess what doesn't happen? They don't get the ability to withdraw from your stuff. They don't get to deposit or anything like that. So you're in complete control. And once I saw how everything was set up, I was like, oh, this is genius. This is genius. So instead of, let's say for instance, somebody who's not as experienced, they go in and let's say for instance, they had to put signals in, right? This isn't signals. What this is as soon as they do it in their account, it's replicating it right in your account without you doing anything, right? So that will definitely be beneficial to somebody who's not necessarily, highly experienced in it. Hopefully you'll eventually get to the point where you're like, oh, okay, well, I can do this as well, right? And you can benefit either way, whichever side you're on. So the next thing, if you don't like what you see, you can pull out. There's no blockage. So if they're in a trade, right? Let's say they get in a trade and you can verify trades, which I verify all of my trades, and I'm going to show you my results as we continue to progress. But let's say you don't like what you're seeing and you're like, oh, I want to pull out of that trade. Well, guess what? It's your exchange, right? It's your account. So you could literally get out of that trade if you don't want to be in that trade. So there's no blockage, no controlling, no holding, none of that stuff, right? You're in control. All right, so those are 3 important things I want to kind of elaborate on. Now let's get to the results because I know that's the real reason why you're here. So what I'm doing is I'm documenting the entire process. So today, at the time that I'm recording this, it's April 1st, right? April Fool's Day, right? But what I did is I started my first day, my first trade was March 9th, 2021, okay? And I documented all the way down to March 31st. Now, as you can see, we already got some April 1st trades that were already, that they already did. And as you can see, we're already in profit in the month of April, okay? But we're not gonna focus on those, and I didn't factor those into the percentage that I'm about to share with you here in a moment. Now, what I did is a little bit of old school math, right? So hopefully you can see it. It says 46.51% is what I have for the month of March. Now keep in mind, I started on March 9th, which means that it's not even been a full 30 days yet, right? The 30-day mark would actually be April 9th. So it hasn't been a full 30 days and we're already up 46.51%. And like I said, these are verifiable because if I go over here to my Kraken exchange, let me go ahead and hit the refresh screen real quick. All right, so I'm on the trades page, right? So as you can see right here, we bought and then we sold, and that was for Polkadot, right? Now, if we go over here to Copy Pro Traders and I click on my dashboard and I hit trade history, you're gonna see all of the data, right? So here's everything verifiable, right? So you can see we're up just for the, now I know we focusing this on the month of March, but if you just look at the trades that were put in, here we go right here, right? So you can see 4.58% profit. We had another one for EOS. Boom, we got 6.71%. So we're looking at 10% already on the first day of April, right? But if we just look at the month of March all the way up to that 31st mark, we're talking about 46.51% in less than 30 days. Now that's what I'm talking about, right? That's actual results and it's verifiable because it's right here in my Kraken account. That's the type of stuff that I like, right? I like to see that something can actually work and to know that I have full control because let's just be honest. Nobody wants to have anybody to run off with their money, especially not me. And I never want it for anybody because one thing I like to do is I like to sleep at night. I like to know that I can go to sleep and not be in fear that, oh, well, my stuff is going to be gone. No, because this is my exchange, right? This is my account over here. So I'm in complete control. So that's what I love about it. Now, let's go over here and talk about, some of the things that you're definitely going to need to go ahead and set all this stuff up. So you can see it says cryptocurrency wallet, right? So you're going to need a wallet. You're going to need Bitcoin, and I'll explain why you're going to need Bitcoin. And then here are the exchanges that we're currently dealing with as of right now. You got Kraken, which is what I'm using, Binance.com, HitBTC, and that's at this specific time. They are looking to try to expand to Coinbase Pro and so on, right? But as of right now, those are the 3 that we're using. And then you got $99 a month paid in Bitcoin. So to use this service, it's $99 a month, right? Which I think is very affordable, especially for a service like this. And then the next thing, which I pretty much already broke down, is the API code and the private code exchange. So like I said, you got the Pro Trader, you got the execution software. The Pro Trader hooks up to the execution software. The followers of the Pro Trader, they hook up, and every trade, depending on which trader you do, you know, they all got different styles, right? And you can kind of see and test kind of like how I'm doing. And every time they make a trade or whatever they're doing, you're going to see the exact same actions in your back office or on your exchange, all right? And like I said, it's all verifiable. And then last but not least, select the Pro Trader to copy. So how that works is, if I go over here to the dashboard and I click on exchange settings, and you're gonna notice I got my Kraken API settings blocked out. That way, you know, just for my privacy, right? Because nobody needs to see your API. All right, so now let's go to the left side here. So you see it says default exchange and trade amount. It's a very simple process to set this stuff up. So as you can see, I'm using Kraken, so that's the one I clicked on. But if you wanted to use HitBTC or any of those other ones, you could click on them. Then the next thing, you can see how much I'm doing per trade. So at this particular time, I'm doing $52 per trade, but I am about to scale that up to go more towards $100 per trade to kind of bump up the profits a little bit more to see a bigger gain. And then you just, you know, choose your Pro Trader. So whichever one you want to use. So as you can see at the top, I have the name of the trader, Doha. Right? So if I go back over here, you can see that's the trader that I'm using. And what I like that they did is they actually put it in the order based upon, you know, their performance, right? So whoever's doing the best, that's who's going to be at the top. So you can see Marcus Ruffin is the #1 trader right now. Jonathan Lee, Doha, Clarence Phelps, so on and so on in that specific order, all right? So just keep that in mind. I love that they did that because it's all on your results, right? If your results is starting to slip a little bit, right, we got to put the best person in that seat, so it makes it easier for the followers to be like, oh, okay, well, this person is, you know, getting the results, so let's go more towards that person. So I really love what they're doing. All right, and then right under the API settings, it has the Kraken instructions and the Kraken funding. That's going to help you set everything up. It really didn't take me that long. Granted, you know, I have been in the crypto space for some time, but I feel it's very, you know, simple as long as you just follow the directions that they have, especially for the API settings. And I'm not going to scroll down, but basically, if I were, all it is just the other exchanges on how you can actually set up the API settings for whichever one that you decide to use, okay? So that is really how simple it is to get set up with Copy Pro Traders. Like I said, it is $99 a month, and you just pay that in Bitcoin, right? So you can, you know, decide whether, you know, based on your results, whether you want to continue every month, right? So it's really as simple as that. Hopefully you got something from this, and if you did, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you want to get started with Copy Pro Traders, you can use the first link in the description. Also on that same link, it'll be like a setup to show you how to set everything up so you won't have any complications or anything like that. My phone number is below. My Facebook is below. So reach out and I'll be sure to help you get started. All right. So with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.